Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the guy. We are the Breakfast Club.
The radio's not built for 6-minute, 22-second songs.
No. No.
But we got a battle, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we do.
We'll discuss. We'll discuss later.
Well, let's get in some front page news. Quickly in sports, the Cavaliers beat the Magic 104-103. The Bucks beat the Pacers 115-92. And like I just told you, the 76ers beat the Knicks last night in overtime.
I'll tell you something. I was sitting on the couch watching that game, and then, you know, brothers, we start, sending off texts in the group chat about sports. So I'm in the group chat. I look down. I'm like, man, I think the Knicks can go to the finals. I'm like, Damian Lillard and Giannis out for Game 5. I'm like, they about to beat the Sixers. I'm like, who can beat them? I look up, next thing they know, in overtime. I'm like, how the hell that happened? They was up by 6 with like 25 seconds left or something like that.
What's his name? Maxey hit 2 3-pointers, one from the Logo.
I swear, I look down the text. That's why texting is so dangerous. That's why they tell you not text and drive.
Because you miss.
I looked down for just a moment just to text that and look up they was in overtime.
It was bad. Also, Trump was back in court yesterday. Stormy Daniels' lawyer didn't give the prosecutors firework that will help them, but Trump did get a fine because he violated the gag order.
Presiding Judge Juan Merchan found Mr. Trump in contempt for 9 violations of his gag order, fined him $9,000. Now, in the gag order, Trump was barred from, quote, making or directing others to make public statements about known or reasonably foreseeable witnesses concerning their potential participation in the investigation or in this criminal proceeding.
I promise you, Donald Trump doing the math in his head right now. He's like, okay, $1,000 per violation, $9,000. All right.
I got a couple more to give.
I got a few more to give.
That's
I can
right.
handle this.
Okay. All right. Well, that is front page news. Next hour, we'll tell you what's going on in some of these colleges, the protesting. And it's not just, I know we've been talking about Columbia University. It's not just Columbia University. I mean, it's Columbia, NYU, Virginia Tech, Princeton University, Indiana, Yale, Arizona State. So many. We'll give you the rundown when we come back. All right. And everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Let's have a conversation. 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It don't even matter what time it is.
Yes, it do matter what time it is. Okay, do not be calling me no goddamn 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's because you're too old for all that.
He's 40. Future acting like
Future 40?
Yes, acting like he don't care
not
what time it
married.
is.
He's not married.
Right,
He looking
he
for a
not
good time.
married.
It don't matter. He's still 40.
He looking for a good
He
time.
need his rest
He
time.
might have took a nap.
All you gotta do is turn your phone on silent. It don't matter. You won't even know if you sleep.
Y'all know Future wear the silk eye mask. When he was on the front, that album cover, that was a casual shot. Remember when he was on the front of his album cover with the eye mask sleeping in the back of the car? That was a casual shot, That wasn't a photo shoot.
Well, let's get in some front page news. Let's start off with some quick sports. The Bucks beat the Pacers 115-92. The Cavs beat the Magic 104-103. And the Knicks lost last night 112-106. They were actually up 6 with 58 seconds left. Maxey came down and shot 2 threes, and it was just nasty, man. I don't know why they didn't call a timeout and foul and make him shoot 2 free throws instead of a 3, but I'm not the coach. All right. Now let's talk about what's been going on these college campuses. I mean, so many students have been arrested. Yesterday, they took over a building in New York City, and the police were asked to step in to take that building back.
More than 100 NYPD officers moved toward Columbia University. Pro-Palestinian demonstrators that were positioned right outside the university, right outside the gates, just behind us. They were moved across the street where we are. These barricades were moved closer to where we are and put in place. These NYPD officers have been positioned here on the street, just making sure no one makes their way across the street here toward the campus. We have seen a couple of individuals brought out in zip ties by officers, and those protesters that were here all day are still here watching this play out as we are watching this situation. We saw a SWAT team as well make their way in.
Now, it's not just going down in Columbia University. There's so many other universities. It's about, I think, 30, 40 other universities.
Violence erupting on the campus of UCLA overnight. Local reports say this began when hundreds of pro-Israel supporters took on the anti-Israel protesters and tried to dismantle their encampment. Let's take a look at the video here. You see flashbangs. You see signs of pepper spray, fireworks being set off. It's also pretty noisy at Arizona State University, where over 70 people have been arrested. Protests have also erupted at Portland State University, and perhaps taking a cue from the students at Columbia, they have taken over the local library. They say they won't leave until their demands are met.
So just give you a quick update. Columbia University, 108 people arrested. NYU, 120 people Cal Poly, 3 people. University of South Carolina, 93 people. Yale, 47 people. University of Texas, 57 students. 30 people at North Carolina. 23 people at South Carolina. Virginia Tech, 82 people. Virginia Commonwealth, 13 people. Princeton University, 13 people. These are all students. 33 at Indiana. Northeastern, 98. Washington University, 23 students. Arizona State, 69. University of Colorado, Denver, 44. 2 men, and University of Illinois, 8 students at Minnesota. Emory, 28 people, 20 students there. University of Georgia, 17. So as you can see, this is happening all over the country. So
yeah, them kids are not playing. I said it yesterday, though. You know, everybody has the right to peacefully protest, and I respect everybody's right to peacefully protest. But you still got to deal with the consequences of those actions. Please know the rules. Please know the laws of, you know, wherever it is that you're protesting, because you may be arrested. You know, you may fail class. You may lose scholarships. There is consequences to your actions.
That's right.
So you just got to be willing to deal with that.
All right. And that is Front Page News. Now, when we come back, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Now, Kendrick finally released his diss record, Euphoria. It's 6 minutes and 22 seconds long. We're going to get it back on in a second. We're just asking what's your thoughts. Who got it right now? Is it Drake? Is it Kendrick?
I don't know if anybody actually has it. Like I said earlier, if you are an objective person and not a Kendrick stan or a Drake stan, you can appreciate what both of these individuals have done thus far. Right. Like both of them have showed up and delivered.
Yeah.
You know, Drake showed up with Push-Ups. He showed up with the Tailor Made record. You know, Kendrick showed up with Euphoria. I like where this is going.
Yeah.
I like Push-Ups. I really like Push-Ups.
Push-Ups is dope.
Like
Push-Ups is a dope record.
But you can like both records, though. You can like Push-Ups, but you could also like Euphoria.
Oh, you can like Push-Ups
Oh
and
yeah,
not
no.
like Tailor Made.
I do. Yeah. I was hyped for Push-Ups, and I'm just as like hyped for Euphoria. I just didn't like Tailor Made.
You didn't like Tailor
Made. You can feel that way too.
I liked all 3 actually, but we'll take your phone lines 800-585-1051. And the reason I like Tailor Made was I just like how he wrote like he was Pop. He wrote like he was Snoop. I just thought it was a dope record. But let's discuss. 800.
That's also the reason people don't like it.
That's
because
true.
he's not these people.
Because he's not those people. But let's discuss. 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.